So, hello guys, I'm here with my free hit team. So, one of our managers requested a free hit team, and I have not made a free hit team for a while. And I thought many other managers might just need it too, so here we are. So, now before I show you my team, I've made two teams, and I'm definitely sure there are two ways while using a free hit team. And as it is the lineup for only a single game, some managers use all of their money on the first 11 who will definitely start and perform well. But some managers might go a little bit cautious and invest a little more in their bench too, just in case if anyone fails to start from the first 11. So here we go. Let's start with a strong 11 and considerably a stronger bench team. So in this first team, I have invested in my first 11 but paid a little more money for the bench too. So I'll try and explain why I have all the players that I have for this game week. And I think the main focus for game week 11 should be on that Chelsea versus Crystal Palace and Manchester City versus Southampton. I personally feel like that City will keep a clean sheet, and after all, they have not conceded in last 6 games, and I don't see that changing. I hope that doesn't change. And and Aguero in Etihad against Southampton sounds like a good return of points. So I see return of points from both ends of the pitch for the Manchester City team. And while we move on to the Chelsea, I hope Chelsea will keep a clean sheet with that Alonso. And I think although Alonso does not, if Alonso does not keep a clean sheet, I do think he has a great potential going forward. So I still do think he will return a decent point, and I think he's an easy pick for Game Week 11. And here comes the debate. Uh, Now the debate is, should I go for Hazard or Salah? In this team, I've gone for Hazard, and in the other team, I've managed to somehow put Salah, Hazard, and Aguero in a single team. But we'll get to that a little bit later. So, who else we got? Now, I think Trippier will do good against Wolves and with his set piece duty. Although Eriksen has returned, I do think Trippier will still take the set pieces. And I do think Lister will put on a show against Cardiff for the club and for the fans, keeping in mind the difficult time they are going through right now. So I wish them very best. And West Ham seem to concede late goals. I hope they don't concede in upcoming game week. So many managers seem to be leaning to Fabianski. So I couldn't choose Fabianski over Ederson. So why not Zabaleta? I think if he keeps a clean sheet and uh, throws in some crosses, I do think Zabaleta will return some decent points. So in this first team, my bench would be Hammer, Zabaleta, Barkley, and Romeo. Considering all the first 11 to start, I think it is a decent bench. Now, let's straighten hit to the second team. Before I conclude anything about the first team, let's discuss about the second team, and I will talk about both the teams at the end of the video. Now, the front three is pretty fixed for me for Game Week 11, and we have already talked about Ederson, Aguero, and Mendy. And since I got both Salah and Hazard in the midfield, I had to downgrade Trippier and Robertson to Luiz and Mariappa. So they both still have decent fixtures and point return. But if you think Mariappa is not good enough for you, I think you can double up on West Ham defense. They have very cheaper options with reliable defensive choices. So I think you can lean on to that. Or yeah, that's the only choice here. And the main thing here is the money invested in Hazard and Salah. That will completely change the dimension of the any team. I mean, just take a look at the Hazard and Salah situation and just shuffle around the players and see what's right for you. Hazard and Salah both have a great potential, but for me, Salah has a difficult fixture, but he's in a great form. And again, Hazard has an easy fixture, plus he takes the penalties. But again, I don't know if he's gonna give his all because of the recent injury. I mean, he does give it all, but I mean, he might just take it slow for this game week. But if as their potential they perform, then Salah, Hazard, Aguero, Alonso, Ederson, Mendy, and Vardy, if they perform well, it will be a great game week. So, okay, this is it. I can talk about this all day and still wouldn't have had finished half of the discussion. So, I just love talking about football. I know there will be a lot of disagreement. So, if you think you just need a, I mean, if you need a strong first 11 and don't actually need the bench, go for the second team. Just go for the second team. And the players in the bench in the second team do play 90 minutes, but they don't deliver big points like the Barkley and Javaleta in the first team. All the players that I have selected in the both teams do feature sufficient minutes on the pitch, except for Hammer, because I don't think Edison will be rotated. I hope he won't be rotated. And if you don't want to go with Edison, Fabianski is my other choice for this game week. And yeah, the second keeper choice, Hammer, is just to manage the budget in the team. But then the first team bench has a big potential to deliver too. Uh, Free hit team is only for this single game week, so I think keeping players like Barkley and Zabaleta on the bench seems kind of a waste of money, shall I say. Uh, I think their money can be used elsewhere instead of the bench. So this is it. Do comment your thoughts, opinions, and disagreements in the comment section. I'm not using my free hit right now. I always use my chips and double game weeks. So I made this video to fulfill the request and share some ideas. So yeah, bye bye.